Shalom. First of all, I think of all glory and honor to Yahweh by Shem, Yahushua by Shem, Kakatash. Double honor to teachers, sellers, and apostles of great millstone. Likewise, brothers out there putting this truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to you brothers and sisters that are tuning in. Shalom. Today's lesson's title, Every Dog Will Have Their Day. And we know the dogs that we're speaking about are not literal dogs that go roof, roof, roof. We're talking about these other tribes that have benefited from the oppression of Yasharallah here in Great Babylon, America. Let's start off with our first book here. This is the book of Jeremiah 50 and verse 33. It reads, Thus said the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Now let's take a look at that word, oppress. And it means subject to harsh and authoritarian treatment. Now let's take a look at that word, authoritarian. And we can see it means favoring or enforcing strict obedience to authority, especially that of the government, at the expense of personal freedom, showing a lack of concern for the vicious opinions of others, domineering, dictatorial. And who experienced this? The 12 tribe of Israel here in Great Babylon, America. And this is why you see Jakes, during the 60s and even before that, even to this day, are still marching and begging to be equal to our oppressor. Okay? And these other nations have benefited from the oppression of Jakes, because there's two type of justice system here in America. There is the justice system for the so-called whites, and there's the justice system for the so-called blacks. And we have thousands, if not millions, of examples of what the justice system is for the blacks, so-called blacks here in Great Babylon, America. But as I open up and I said, this video is entitled, Every Dog Will Have Their Day. Let's go into the book of Jeremiah 51 and starting with verse 7, it reads, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's Yahweh Bashem Yahushai hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Now let's take a look at this word mad, the meaning of it, because I'm going to go into it for a minute, and we're going to look at why these nations are mad and see the reason why these nations have that evil eye towards Yasharallah, us so-called Blacks, Americans, and Latino. And it means, when we look at the word, the archaic, it means make mad or insane. So these nations have drunken the wine of Great Babylon, America so much, okay, drunken the wine of the so-called white man, his lies, his deceit. They believe his self-exalting rhetoric, okay, his lies about the Lord's people, which is us, the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, that they've gone and seen. And now what they're seeing is Esau's eye has always been on deceiving the entire earth. But you need patsies. You need a target. You need victims. And those victims have been us. Now, before I show you the short clip here that I have, okay, which is what I saw, as an example of things to come to these dogs that are here in Great Babylon, America, because they've lived deliciously, okay? They've lived deliciously. In the meantime, Jake has always struggled from day one, standing on the sideline, just observing, wishing, wanting, desiring that which these other nations have been able to enjoy without any type of effort put forward. Let's go into the book of Luke 16 and verse 19. It reads, There was a certain rich man, which we know this rich man is Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man, which was clothed in purple and fine linen, which represents great wealth, and fared sumptuously every day. So he never had any worry. He was on top. He's always been on top right now in this time. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which represents us. Yasharala, so-called Black Americans and Latino, which was laid at his gate full of sores. These are the judgments that we've been getting from Yahweh by Shema Shai, and we deserve it. There's no type of excuse, lamentation we can make about it. We deserve it. We have gotten those judgments, and we're still living it. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate full of sores, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his wounds. And who are these dogs? These other tribes. Look at them. They own the 7-Eleven. They own all the stores. They go and they set up businesses in the community where Jake's is until Jake can no longer afford it. Okay? They call it gentrification. Okay? They have used the ignorance of Jake, assuming that Jake assuming that he or she is nobody. They were just slaves from off a ship from Africa, a very vast continent, but we don't really have any specific nation over there or country that can claim us. We're just over here, just wondering who the hell we are, and whatever title they choose to give us or call us, we accept it. You know, our people have set themselves people that would go to the White House, you know, people like Martin Luther King, you know, other so-called civil rights leaders. And you know what Esau would tell them? Hey, go and march out there and demonstrate to the whole world that you believe that you are beneath us by asking to be equal to us, to vote for us to continuously oppress you, okay? To vote for us to continuously incarcerate you, to vote for us to continuously keep you at the bottom. Show the world that. Make sure you have signs, gather tens of thousands and march down the street and chant, we shall overcome. Overcome what? So there it is right there. You had these other tribes that have lived deliciously. They have, you know, their businesses. They come over here. They get the loans. No cops is pulling them out of their vehicles and beating them to death. None of that. They enjoyed it. They enjoy almost the same life as Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man. See, somebody has to be at the bottom, and it was us. Now, as I said, every dog has his day. I'm going to show you a video clip right now to give you an example of that.
A man blindsided and beaten by 3 masked men who tried to carjack him when he got into his Bentley SUV. It happened right outside the Patel Brothers supermarket in Edison, which is a popular grocery chain. And it turns out the victim is the son of one of the Patel brothers.
They are getting big money for the stolen cars.
Kaushik Patel is the father of the victim and the owner of the Patel Brothers grocery store where this all went down. Surveillance video shows an orange Bentley SUV pulling into the lot on Oak Tree Road in Edison last Friday just before 5 p.m.
These kind of kids, they are walking around with it. If they see any car open, they try to grab cash or anything.
Take a look at the right side of your screen. You can see a group of 3 walking towards the SUV. As soon as the driver parks the car and opens the door, 2 of the suspects grab the driver, forcing him out of his seat, pulling him by his legs to the ground, smashing him against another car. After a brief tussle, the victim takes off.
I was so scared. Then I talked to my son. I called him. He said, Dad, nothing to worry. I am okay. Just minor scratches under my knee.
Now, as you saw in that clip, that Elamite child was driving, or his kid is driving a Bentley SUV, something like a $350,000 vehicle. Now works a day in his life, but he's driving a $350,000 vehicle. His father, they come over here as immigrants, and I did the background check on them, you know, as immigrants, and where the hell they get the money from? Because the rupee is worth shit. It's like a what, 10,000 rupees to American dollar. So where they get the money from to have a chain of supermarkets to where he can afford to buy a Bentley SUV for his son. And his son is driving. And one thing you have to understand about these dogs, nations. See, they've never had to worry about house break-ins because they live in the best neighborhoods, usually around these Edomites, okay, which is going to be their demise. They set their business up in J community, and then they live, you know, in the so-called good communities, usually where these Edomites are, you know. And so they've all lived in this illusion that somehow they're safe. Somehow they don't have, as long as they can just prosper from the few pennies that Jake has in his pocket, you know, with the setup, with the gas station, the restaurants, you know, the convenience store, all of that, selling things that keep Jake in further more the oppression, alcoholism, drugs, that they're safe. Somehow they're safe. Nothing is coming for them. But what they didn't count on is a prophecy, because see, they don't understand you're dealing with the simple of our nation, the 2/3 that don't know who they are. But there's 1/3 that does. And out of that 1/3, you have special men that the Lord has selected to tell you how this is really going to play out. And as I said, every dog will have their day. This is Isaiah 19, starting verse 15. Neither shall there be any work. Salakia, let's go back to verse 14. It said, the Lord Yahweh Shemashah had mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggered in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do, which we're seeing right now, mass layoffs. And if you go to Silicon Valley and any of these, you know, tech corporations, most of the workers inside there are Elamites or Indians, or they're Moabites, Chinese. Okay, those two groups. Okay, those two tribes make up the majority of your tech gurus in this nation, and what keeps these companies afloat. But they're all going to lose their job, every single one of them. That's what it says right here. In that day, Egypt should be like unto a woman, and should be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shemashah, which he shake over it. Now it gets worse. And the land of Judah should be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof should be afraid in himself, because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shemashah, which he had determined against it. The Lord made it very clear. He's going to get rid of 2/3 of our people, which is a significant amount, okay? Which is made out of wiggers, niggers, and liggers. So-called Negroes, so-called Latinos. And guess what? Unbeknownst to a lot of you people, some of these cracker-looking doggone dudes are actually Jakes. So they're wiggers. Yeah. Okay? No jobs for them. Fresh out of school. What do they say? Those were young guys, what? Teenagers? Okay? So your law set up here where they don't even get incarcerated. Now they want to go tough penalty. What do you think was going to happen when you have a little punk driving around in a Bentley, in an SUV Bentley? What, do you think you just can just drive around and go, look at me? Nah, see, what you have to understand is our people are super covetous and wicked. Wicked, wicked, wicked. We are the only tribe that went through the kind of slavery that the Lord Yahweh Shemashah put on the tribes that he created. We are the only tribe that could have survived it. We are the only tribe that have gone through it multiple times. We are the only people that can take that kind of judgment. We are the only ones. You people have not seen what hell looks like yet, you damn dogs. You're about to become mingy. That fur is going to drop off. Your wealth, that pride and that proud little strut and that wagging of the tail that you do to your master Esau, that's going to stop. And it's going to turn to howling. See, that's the reason why the Lord put the spirit in Esau to bring the real heavy hitters from South America and all across the earth. The scum of the scum of the scum of the scum of the tribe of Israel. You're not going to be dealing with no Kevin Hart type. Not guys like me speaking or the prophets you see out there. We only reading from the scriptures. We ain't gonna lay a finger on you. But these niggas, you haven't even began to even understand what kind of trouble you damn dogs are in. And you will have your day. Okay? That everything. Easy come, easy go. And Jake them ain't asking you for it. Now those niggas, they just wanted a car. That young man could have very well lost his life. Let's close over the book of 2nd Ezra, because it gets worse. Again, like I said, wiggers, niggers, and liggers is going to be coming for you damn dogs. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 15. And Psalm verse 18 it reads, for because of their pride, the city should be troubled, the houses should be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So when all the jobs is gone, pursuing the Isaiah 19, okay, and verse 16, Salakia, and verse 15, okay, when all the jobs are gone, Jake is out there being a terror. Oh, it gets worse. Because see, a lot of you dogs, you live in neighborhoods with these Edomites, you know, and they smile in your face and go, hey, good afternoon, Mr. Patel, whatever. They know you own the convenience store. They know you own the gas station and all that stuff. So they know what? You have resources. They're going to be coming into your house. They're going to break in, and they're coming inside there, and they're going to use those racial slur, whatever the hell those racial slur are. I don't really engage in it too much. The only ones I know is really crackers, and I think that's it. But they can be using those racial slur, and you people sitting in all your comfort. Think about it. Hell's Angel, Mongols, you name it. The worst of the worst kind of crackers going to be coming into those neighborhoods. Look at you little soft Moabites, you little soft Ammonites, you little soft Elamites, you know, cushy little life, you know, came over here, got your little loans, start your business up, smirk at Jake's. Now your house is being spoiled by the same people that you thought you was equal to, or you thought had some type of special love for you. The so-called white man is the devil, evil, made to be that way, and it's going to be destroyed that way. And you damn dogs, you're about to have your day. Lord willing, the elect was edified at the close of it, giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, by Shem, Yahushai, by Shem, Kakadash. Double honor to the teachers, tellers, and apostles of great millstone, likewise, brothers out there putting on this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding sheep unto you, brothers and sisters, doing again, Shalom.